there's people that like literally they don't have hobbies. There's like men and women, they don't go to the gym. Like they literally go to work during the week, and when they get off of work, they just BS the rest of the day, whether they watch TV, play video games. And then like when Friday, Saturday come, their leisure time, if you will, even though they have a lot of leisure time during the week because they don't do anything outside of work, but they go to the bar, or they go to the club, or they go to the lounge to socialize. That's literally their main objective. So now, do they have men that like socializing for them is like, I'm about to go out and see if I could like, bring somebody home tonight? Yeah, but there also are men and women that go to the club or go to the lounge to genuinely meet someone, and just have good conversation, and it could possibly go somewhere. Like people do meet people that they end up being in relationships with. People meet people that they even possibly end up marrying, and having kids with, from the club, or from the lounge. Like it is a social environment at the end of the day, right? It's a social environment.
It is, but like I said before, for me, I like to go to places where my possibilities or probabilities are higher, because I feel like in the club, it's a lower probability that you're going to find a decent guy, who isn't just all about sex, and, that has good conversation, and you want longevity. I'm not saying you can never find that, but just me, I like when my probabilities are higher.
Okay, let's talk about the whole probabilities being higher thing again, though. So again, you and all the women that got the whole "I'm not approaching men" thing going on. If he want me, he going if he like me, or if he want me, he gonna approach me. What does it what does it benefit a man or a woman to go to put themselves in a social setting and not even be social?
Now, there's a difference. There's a
Like
difference
like like
between
like
not
if
being
you
social and then shooting your shot. It's
but
like,
but
I
but
think you can. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
with
ahead.
the attitude that you and
Hmm.
other women have, if
Hmm.
you go to the club, if
Hmm.
you go to the lounge, if you go to the bar, and you just gonna be standing there with the stank face, not saying hi to anyone, you know, um,
Hmm.
not waving at anyone, not smiling. First
Hmm.
of all, those are the women that like we in the same age group. Like
Hmm.
those are the women that like most men are not even going to approach in the first place. So
Right.
like women that give off that like standoffish vibe, those are the women that men are not even interested in approaching in the first place. Like y'all like to call it the like resting bitch face. I think that's what y'all like to call it.
RBF. Hmm.
Yeah, RBF. You got RBF, or you just sitting there with the stank face, like you got a drink, in your hand, and you just staring straight ahead, or you looking in your phone. Like those
Yeah.
are the women that men don't
That's,
even want to approach to start off with. So
yeah.
like if
Hmm.
you a woman if a woman is not even gonna make herself social in a social setting, it don't
Hmm.
matter what environment you put yourself in, you still gonna get the same results.
Right. Exactly. So that, but that's something the woman has to practice at. So being not only approachable, but being present. So not being on your phone, like if you're in a social setting, like you were just saying, smiling, because it's funny you say that, because when I was, vacationing, I was on Florida, and I was actually at a club. I did notice, everyone in the friend group was getting approached except for the one friend, and she definitely had the RBF face.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Why isn't anyone approaching me?" I'm like, "Girl," I'm like, "Smile." I'm like, you're a beautiful girl. You know how to have a good time." But she was giving that same energy off as well. So I don't really think, again, a woman has to necessarily, because the issue is shooting your shot. She don't have to shoot her shot and be like, hey, good looking, was cooking and doing all the extra. No, you can just, maybe tap a guy on the shoulder and be like, oh my God, that looks good. What are you drinking? Bam. And then if he thinks she's cute, he's gonna move it forward even more. But I don't think she has to be like, oh, you sexy, write your number down. And you don't gotta do all that.
But
And then,
June, we
yeah, but I
literally,
don't think that, to me, that's not shooting your shot. That's just, like you said, being social. I think women, we just reciprocate. So when a man comes and he approaches you, that's where we differ. And it's okay, though. It's okay. But a man will just approach and be like, hey, and shoot his shot. And then if you like him, then that's when you're like, okay, let me engage. Let me smile even more. Let me laugh a little bit. Let me ask him questions. So I think that kind of shows the guy that she's interested if she's engaging. So I feel like, that's what it is, at least for me in my world.
whenever we talk about this,
Mm-hmm.
you literally say the exact thing that I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, but when I say it, I don't know if it doesn't register or I just don't say it the way you want me to say it. Like, again, the whole shooting, quote unquote, shooting the shot thing. Again, I'm not telling a woman to like press up on a man. I am just saying, literally open the door, just crack the door open. Like you
But
said,
you're saying shoot
it
your
could be
shot.
simple. It could be simple as, oh, like what you sipping on? Like I never like what you sipping on? Like I never seen that before. Like it looks really good. Like
Mm-hmm.
just a simple conversation starter. When you
Mm-hmm.
have a simple conversation starter with a man, now at the end of the day, if he doesn't find you attractive, if he doesn't want to talk to you, he's not going to talk to you. But it's like so much easier for
But
men.
I think guys are not honest either. So that's why it's important for us women to be able to look at a man's actions versus what he's saying. And again, just be, for me, just approachable and just be social, be present. And I think that's all the lady needs. And again, like I kind of said it before, as long as the guy that you like knows you exist, then that's all the ammunition he needs. As long as you're in his line of sight, he sees you. In that moment, I'm pretty sure a man knows I'm going to approach her or I need to get to know her. Even if it's send her a drink, he may not physically be there first. She might get a drink. And again, this is like the bar scenario. You know what I mean? But that's just my thoughts on it. And I stand on it forever.
No, listen, June. You know it's all love. You know I love you. I respect you. Like I just like, but like I stand on what I say too. Like
Right.
it don't matter. She could be dressed to the nines. She can have her best perfume on. She can have her hair done, her lashes done. She can have her make and that's what I don't understand about a lot of women either. Like
Mm-hmm.
you really did your hair, you did your eyebrows, you did your eyelashes, like you got your makeup on, you got on this dress or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
you in here having RBF. You in here just being socially awkward and standoffish. Like it's just
Yeah.
like you said about that trip you was on and like how
Mm-hmm.
everyone was getting approached, but that one girl, and you told the girl like yo, like smile, like lighten up, like loosen up, like
Mm-hmm.
men can like sense that, like I can, bro, men can
Yeah.
sense that from a mile away, yo. I can be
Mm-hmm.
over here, she could be down there at the opposite side of the bar. You can feel that standoffish energy. You can
Mm-hmm.
feel when you walking by like a group of girls and I don't know, one of them say something or you say something to the group and like, you can say something as simple as hi, oh, y'all look nice or whatever. You can feel the energy from the one that's just super standoffish.
Yeah.
Like men are not interested in trying to pursue a woman that's coming off super standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you? I don't get it. You put on that dress, you got on whatever, you got on them heels or whatever, and you just in here being standoffish, like you think that's gonna attract men to you? Like it's not.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe those type of women are not for the weak, because there are some guys that can be like, okay, I see she's frowning. Let me see if I can put a smile in their face. Like they may see it as a challenge. While some men, like you said, that's off putting.